Once, an old fisher, known for his persistent failure, cast his line. "Every sunrise is a new chance, but my net always comes back empty." He cast the net. What he caught changed everything. Year after year, the villagers mocked him. "Give up, old man. The sea doesn't want your gifts." But his eyes held a spark. "The sea owes me nothing, but I owe myself one more try." One stormy day, while everyone else sheltered, he sailed out. The waves crashed, challenging his resolve. He whispered, "When the storm hits hardest, that's when you find the treasure." He felt a colossal tug. His arms burned, his muscles screamed. He thought, "This is it. Failure or legend." He pulled, every sinew straining, until he dragged aboard not a fish, but an ancient, waterlogged chest. Inside he found no gold, but a collection of maps and celestial charts detailing unknown, untouched fishing grounds far beyond the village's reach. The next morning, he sailed following the charts. He returned with a haul so vast it fed the entire village for weeks. His caption, "Never give up. The biggest catch is always waiting just beyond your last failure." The Chinese fable, The Farmer's Horse. Once, in a quiet village, lived a wise old farmer. His greatest asset was his only horse, essential for working the fields. The villagers called it bad luck. The old man called it a blessing. One morning, the horse ran away from the corral. The villagers came to the farmer and said, "Oh, what terrible misfortune this is." The farmer simply smiled and replied, "Bad fortune? Maybe. We don't know." A week later, the same horse returned, bringing with it a whole herd of wild horses from the forest. The villagers came running and exclaimed, "Oh, this is incredible luck. Now you are rich." The farmer again smiled and said, "Incredible luck? Maybe. We don't know." The farmer's young son attempted to train one of the wild horses, but the horse bucked fiercely, throwing the boy to the ground and breaking his leg. The villagers came sadly. "Oh, this is a terrible tragedy. Your son is injured." The farmer calmly stated, "Terrible tragedy? Maybe. We don't know." Just a few weeks later, the king's army rode into the village. The country was preparing for war, and the army was forcibly conscripting every young, able-bodied man. When they saw the farmer's son with his badly broken leg, they left him behind and moved on. Every other young man in the village was taken away. The farmer looked at his son, whose broken leg had just saved his life. He finally understood. He felt the truth in his heart. Everything happens for a reason. What seems like a disaster initially is often a blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason. The biggest mistake might be saving your life.